All right, my friends, welcome back. Hope everybody had a nice little break. We had an interesting conversation amongst ourselves regarding fake news. Although that's probably not the best way to describe it. I mean, I guess maybe it actually is. Like that was fake news before fake news became fake news. I guess we were referencing things like the old school World War of the Worlds radio broadcast back in like the 1930s.
1938.
1938,
1938.
yeah,
Yeah.
and some other made for TV movies and things of that nature that have come out since then. But anyway, back to where we are. So it's now actually I'm gonna go ahead and update the stream slightly. Current date. We're gonna change that. If anybody's watching the stream, don't freak out. I'm just changing the date. Today
Let's
is
do
now
the time warp
Sunday,
again.
11th April 2297. It is now about 6 a.m. Sunday morning. The ship eases into orbit over Mars. The red dot having gradually grown bigger and bigger until it finally feels as though it can swallow you up. And while there are no windows on the ship, there are plenty of cameras showing the view of the red planet as it looms large below, or beside, or above, however you want to look at it based on where on the ship you are. Beneath the ship, as it takes a few orbital corrections between arriving and the eventual deorbit burn, I'm going to mispronounce these. I don't do Latin very well. Valles Marineris and the Meles Chasma can be seen. And then as the planet rolls slowly on its diurnal cycle and the ship continues to make adjustments, the three mountains Arcia, Pavonis, and Ascraeus, I think I said that right, Ascraeus, loom, and then finally the mountain monstrosity that is Olympus Mons crosses the view. At about a quarter past 7 a.m., the ship reorients itself for deorbit burn, and the gradual fall from orbit begins. The Hab pods are ordered to be spun down and retracted, and the ship resumes its normal, more aerodynamic shape. And by 8 a.m., the ship has hit the densest part of the Martian atmosphere. The ship shakes and rocks as its exterior heats up, but then finally the flight is mostly smooth as Wayfinder glides in for its final approach over the port of Olympia starport. Shortly after landing, the ship is rolled off the main pad and into a servicing area to one side of the facility where the ship is effectively parked. And then we hear across the ship's intercom, all hands now hear this. We have arrived on Mars at the Olympia station. The local time is 8:21 a.m. All work parties are to remain aboard ship until further notice unless otherwise directed by the captain or the XO. Uh, Now, when I prepped this the other day, I had anticipated Lee's character being available, so I'm going to have to adjust a little bit on the fly, so I might get a little shaky. But I will point out a few things that need to happen at this point, and this may require a little bit of bookkeeping, some stuff that might be a little bit boring for a viewing audience, but bear with us, things will pick up again momentarily. There are a number of tasks that need to be taken care of here and now that the ship has landed, and I almost said docked. It's not docked, but it's berthed, is probably the best way to put it. One is we need to take care of the fuel. We need to get replenished. We need to handle berthing fees. We need to get life support and all that stuff rolled on. We need to get the medical and science gear offloaded. We have, if you're going to be doing any cargo seeking, you need to find it, purchase it, and get it loaded. We have two names. So Hoffman will eventually join the crew. I'm going to paper doll him into the crew. I'm going to try not to act as his character too much for obvious reasons.
Yes.
But Hoffman did leave a message, in short, indicating that Theodore Spielberg is your point of contact for releasing the medical science gear, and that he is a broker that you guys can use in order to find some cargo. There's obviously going to be other brokers available if you want to search for them as well. Do keep in mind the station is roughly 20,000 people, so it's on the order of a small town to small city size and scale. And then lastly, there was mention of the Natalia Giordano, who is associated with an organization called the Kelly's Rifles, which apparently is a Merc outfit of some sort. Somebody's got some stuff running in the background in their radio, or in their headset or something that their mic is picking up. Watching
Yeah,
videos or
that's my brother having a really good time with something.
there we go.
They can hear you.
Eating some delicious tacos.
Well, enjoy them. Enjoy the tacos. I don't want to get in the way of anybody enjoying their food. But yeah, so we've got a number of tasks that need to be addressed, and then basically get after it. You guys are more or less given some free reign in order to accomplish this. One last thing I forgot to notice, or mention, I should say. Troop Commander Hurst has requested from the captain to take one of the ATVs and to basically disappear for 2 days
Oh.
with her troops. So McAvoy, while the ship's crew is doing other things, you are going to be in the field, doing field training stuff.
Field training.
Hellwig,
I like to hear.
Hellwig,
Yeah.
you do have the option of participating. However, Billingsley would probably prefer you to stay with the ship and ship's crew, attending to those things. But fundamentally, it is up to you.
I'm gonna hang out with with Billingsley and do what I need to with the ship.
Okay.
I sensed this is the first layover. Being also assigned as security, I'm going to have to deal with rowdiness.
Yeah, he doesn't
Okay.
like me very much.
Well, regardless of whether or not he likes you, he does have his own security-oriented duties aboard the ship. So,
He doesn't want to hang out with the guy that almost shot a hole in the hull.
I mean, do you blame him? You almost put a hole in the hole.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna walk up to one of the two troopers that's assigned as the driver, and just mention briefly that bring it back correctly. They'll do the maintenance, and if you bounce him around, it's okay. Pat him on the back.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So as far as the ship's troops, and by this point for Hurst and her crew, it's probably getting on like 9, going on 10 before everything is loaded up. Everybody's geared up. The ATV is not a very big vehicle. It is not an APC, armored personnel carrier of any sort. So it's not designed to carry 10 ship's troops. But
Is it like a
ship's
Humvee?
troops, no, it's a tracked vehicle. It's if you want to look in the excuse me, book 3 of the core books, it is the Explorer X ATV. It's meant for more like exploration, sciencey stuff. So, what I'm picturing in my head, and looking at that and trying to do some sort of half-ass conversion into some sort of marine vehicle, which it will never ever be, is you will have, one of the troops will be driving. You'll have Hurst up in the front seat. It might have 1 or 2 more seats up in the front, which would probably be the troop sergeant, Franco. And then in the back, where all the sciencey kind of stuff would happen, you've probably got 2 or 3 more troopers hanging out in there. And then everybody else is basically not necessarily latched to the exterior hull, but not dissimilar to World War II, where GIs would be rolling around on the backs of tanks. But that's fundamentally the image I have in my head. Is that half?
It's called the ATV.
Yeah, the Explorer ATV, Explorer X ATV. I can give you a page number if you need it. I gotta look it
Yeah,
up though.
please. I could definitely use one. I mean, is it civilian or military?
It's a civilian vehicle.
Civilian ground vehicle, I imagine.
Correct.
Then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I see it. I think I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh man, this thing. Okay, so it's like a golf cart.
No.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not a golf cart. It's not very large either, to be totally honest.
So it's a,
Uh,
golf cart. It's
No,
a golf cart with doors.
no. Hold on, I'm looking for it right now. Civilian.
Look at this thing.
Am I in the wrong book? Is that not where I
No.
found it?
So you're looking at. You want to look at page 7 or page 8 on the.
That's where I'm at.
Oh,
page
yeah.
5.
Yeah, page 7 has the stats. 8 has the picture of it at the top center, and it is not at all a golf cart looking thing.
It's the green thing at the top.
Yeah. So looking at it,
well-
you could see where you could probably fit, 2 or 3 people in the front cab. The driver, the lieutenant, and probably the sergeant. That back section, you could probably get 3 or 4 more guys in, and then everybody else is basically just got to hang on, sit on top of the vehicle and.
Ooh, hold on.
Uh huh.
Okay,
I'm listening.
So, LAT. Okay, so hang on. Houston Motors thing. Are we talking about the Bridgeport Swift Piper personal ATV.
Nope.
No.
It's called the Mule Corp Explorer X ATV.
So if you page 8, PDF page
There it
8.
is.
Or,
I found it.
yep.
I found it.
Yep, you got the green ATV picture, and then on one page back is the actual stats.
Okay, because I was looking at the Houston Motors.
Yeah, no, that
range
thing
truck.
does look kind of like a souped-up golf cart. Anyway, for my viewers, if you're looking in page 7 and 8, book 3, ships and vehicles and ships, whatever the hell it says, it'll give you a look at the Explorer
thing's
X
cool.
ATV, which is, to remind the crew here, there are 2 on the ship, but the captain's only letting you take off with 1. So you basically got to cram in everybody and all your gear. You know, keep in mind you're taking pressurized tents and things of that nature with you, as well as you're in your full combat kit, so you got weapons and ammo and all that stuff.
Am I my armor?
Yeah.
First off.
Yep, your full combat kit.
Crew 1, passengers 3. So we can't bring all 6 of our troops then, I imagine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can get however many you can carry inside, and then everybody else has to sit on top of it on the outside.
Are we bringing the whole? Are you
Yeah.
bringing everybody?
All 10 people. So
Oh fuck yeah!
yeah, you're definitely rolling as though it is, World War II and you're advancing on the Rhine or whatever. I imagine halfway through you guys will switch because the guys on the outside of the vehicle are using up oxygen from their suits, and then just to give everybody a fair break to take the helmet off and recharge their suits or whatever inside. They'll have that opportunity.
This is okay. That's cool. I like this.
All right.
This is cool.
So I do have stuff for McAvoy, but not yet. So for the time being, just imagine the next 8 hours you are gradually making your way across the Martian landscape in this
Are we gonna
ATV.
do that next session or?
Later tonight, unless we run out of time, in which case then I already have some stuff prepped for next week. For the rest of you guys, for Wyatt and for Hellwig and for the notional not really Hoffman, you guys need to figure out fuel, berthing costs, life support, medical gear, and cargo, and then investigate Spielberg and Giordano.
Okay. So
You have-
how many days of operation have we been under?
Let me
And
see.
how
The
many
ship
hours?
the ship has been running on its fuel reserves for the last 5 days, and that is from the 6th. So you left on the 6th. You left the whatever the station name is that I never gave it on the 6th of April. Today is the 11th, so basically 5 days plus or minus of usage for the fuel. I believe you have the amount of fuel used per day, or you can at least divide by 7.
do.
Okay, I don't remember what stats
And
exactly
how
I gave
many-
you.
Yeah. And how many hours?
I don't have hours, so just go with a flat 5 days.
And what is fuel price?
Fuel is 2,000 livra per turn. Libra per ton. Holy crap, that was hard to say. It's $2,000 a ton. So you'll need to deduct that.
I'm down in the cargo bay while the Exo's figuring this out. I'm down in the cargo bay unloading the gear, verifying it's being delivered, and giving it over to the staging area that we need to have set up and setting.
Yeah, so fundamentally what I'm thinking is you guys are in a pressurized, not necessarily a dome, but like you're in an area, like your ship is rolled off the tarmac and into basically a hangar.
Right.
Atmosphere is pumped in, so you don't have to work in suits or anything like that. Obviously, again, as a reminder, your normal duty uniform is the skin suit, which can quickly seal you off and give you about an hour's worth of oxygen before you need to get into a real spacesuit.
Yep.
But yeah, so they have off to one side like a little, at the very least, a spot to put cargo so it's not on the ship in case more cargo is coming in. But as far as facilitating the transfer of that cargo from the starport to whether it's the warehouse or somewhere else, the ship's crew is still responsible for that. It's just basically a mini holding area, if you will.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just waiting for the Exo to do his
Basically give you the order of where the cargo is going to go.
Yep, and which broker am I talking to? Because
Yep.
I'm assuming there's like 8 or 9 other brokers running.
Oh,
around.
yeah.
This is kind of
Yeah.
busy, equivalent of like a seaport somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, this isn't like San Diego. This is probably something a little bit smaller, like,
Yeah, like.
well, you probably,
Charleston,
yeah, I couldn't think
Boston,
of
or
a,
something like that.
yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
think of an appropriate one fast enough, but I think you get the gist of it, especially with your Navy
Yep.
experience.
Yep.
Yeah, so back to the XO. When you're ready, I've got your birthing fee numbers.
Sure. Yeah, you can give those to me.
Okay, birthing fees are 8,000 per week. The way that works is you pay for the week up front, but you can be prorated for the amount of actual time you've used at the rate of $11.50 per day or $50 per hour. Berthing is needed to handle cargo and any sort of servicing or repair work. So this includes obviously by being berthed, you'll be able to get fuel. You'll be able to handle transferring cargo and passengers. You guys can't carry passengers. You don't have any space for them. Any sort of services or repairs. The berthing fees also include life support, being brought aboard, like food stores and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about purchasing food, or water, or oxygen, or offloading waste. It's rolled up into your berthing fees. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. Any questions for me at this point for you and your handling of the fee of the numbers and all that?
Nope, I am adjusting the spreadsheet as we speak. But yeah, no, I just made a fuel calculator, so.
Alrighty. Okay.
Because my first thing going around was way too expensive.
Let me know when you're ready to move on to the cargo. The medical science gear and the cargo.
Yeah, so we get the doctor's message, right, and that gives us our person who we're delivering the medical goods to, right?
Yes, he gave you the contact for Theodore Spielberg, the owner manager of Mountaineer Shipping.
Yeah. So I'll have the ship try to make contact with them, and then we'll arrange an appointment for the trade-off.
Okay, you get a text message. Well, the ship receives a message, but it sends you a text directly to your link because I would imagine you would set it up something like that, or otherwise the ship would give you a notification that you've received response from Spielberg, indicating he would love to have the opportunity to sit down and talk to you sometime, let's say 1300 this afternoon.
I'll look at my schedule, and if I have time, I'll make the time. 1 2 days.
Yep. And Spielberg is definitely very much looking forward to receiving this gear, and then if you're so willing, he will be available to help procure more cargo for your ship.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. That's how we get bonus here on this ship, as by driving cargo.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna need that because those berthing fees rack up.
They do rack up.
Yep.
Time to become a cheapskate.
So yeah, whenever you're ready to go to that, if there's anything else that either of the two of you would like to get into.
I don't have anything.
$17,000. That's so much better. Okay.
Are you actively working on the spreadsheet on the shared drive, or are you working off your own machine?
Yeah.
I just wanted to follow along.
I'm working on the Google Drive.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. I wanted to. God damn it! I wanted to see what you got going on. I want to see some of these numbers. Because I would hate to wake up one day and be like, hey GM, we are dead ass broke, and I don't know what happened. And I'm like, well, what do you mean you're dead ass broke? I've given you guys plenty of money, yeah, but we spent all this money. Hold on, we need to look at this shit. Let's see,
Some forensic accounting.
Do you need the link?
I'm just looking for it. Where you got it at? In Games Lore, or is it somewhere else?
I'll post it in the general chat, just the link.
Okay. All right, perfect. Spec accounting. I love it. Come on, computer. My computer's lagging a small bit right now. Okay.
Hey, man, take your time, dude. No rush.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm always in a rush, so.
You gotta slow down sometimes, man.
I know. I just expect.
slow it
No, what
down,
it is
man.
I move at my pace and I expect my computer to keep up with me. That's the problem.
Well, see, you
let's
gotta
see.
understand, Omar. The average computer doesn't run as fast as the average human brain. The human brain is a very,
Yes, no, you're
complicated,
absolutely right. You are absolutely right. However, I'm also impatient, so that's also not the button I wanted. Okay, let me get back to my notes. All right. So we've paid for fuel. Fuel is topped off.
$17,857 for fuel.
Yeah. Yeah. And your next jump is about twice the distance of what you just traveled. So, yeah, those fuel fees, they rack up along with the birthing fees. But like I said, you pay the $8,000 up front, and when you guys get ready to depart, you'll get some of that back based on how much you actually use. And then life support's rolled in there, and then now you just got to get with Spielberg, unless there's something else you want to do.
No, can't think of anything else. So let's go talk to Mr. Spielberg and get these medical supplies offloaded.
Okay, you gonna talk? Or are you gonna bring anybody with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the other cleric character with me so they actually get to do something.
I mean, when you phrase it that way,
Stay in the hole.
yeah,
Stay in the hole and you like it.
you stay in the cargo bay. That's your home now.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll tag along with him and follow with the notebooks and some other stuff.
I can't remember. Do we have a connection or not? I don't remember which.
At the very
do we have a
least, you
connection with
guys.
your character?
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant that kind of connection. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we made a connection during character creation. So, short of the fact that Zam's character is a mutual interest of ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds about
Right.
right. Yeah,
no,
because
so
Whoa, wait. What happened now? I heard my name.
Wait.
no, you're good. They don't have a connection specifically between the two of them. They both have connections to you, so that's where their individual spheres intersect.
Yeah, I am quite a cool and likable individual.
Yeah. Although at one point in time, Fritz Helwig did investigate some insurance concerns for George Wyatt's ship that he was serving upon during some incident.
Yep.
But that was not so much a connection as it was a point of character reference, I guess, is an easy way to explain it.
Exactly.
All right, what are you guys bringing with you besides some notebooks and I imagine maybe a jacket or something?
we're not going outdoors, right? We're all inside.
Yeah.
Bring like a
You got
mask
your-
or anything? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have your obviously you'll have your skinnies. You may want to bring a jacket if depending on what kind of environment you grew up on. Otherwise it's basically room temperature inside. But the sun's out, so there's probably some radiant sun heat coming in. Like standing in front of a sunny window.
Yeah, sure.
Everything is indoors because Martian atmosphere is not conducive to human life.
Yeah, and Olympia Station is safe, right? I mean, it's not like downtown Manhattan around midnight, right? I mean,
No. I mean, there's some parts of the city that are going to be a little bit sketch, but you can't have a city without having sketch neighborhoods.
all right, that's fine. Yeah, so he'll, Wyatt will be. This is a work meeting, so he'll be in his uniform.
All right.
Mhm.
Yep. I'll be right behind him, but I'll be wearing just underneath it. I'll be wearing my protective vest, just out of the old security habit.
Yeah.
police habit.
So you've got something like I forget what
Okay.
MPs wear. But I know like our MPs nowadays tend to wear like a soft pad underneath their clothes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
got some
yeah.
ballistic protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of looks like I'm a little beefier and chunkier.
Yeah,
than I
yeah.
normally would be.
Yeah.
It's an intimidation factor. It adds 5+5 to his intimidation.
Oh, shut up. That's not how that works at all.
No, it's +5 to my protection.
Yeah.
I'm wearing that, and then I'm following behind him, and I'm mentioning that, the Kelly's rifles or something like that's around. We've heard rumors about them from when I was still planet side at my home planet of Instruct Station.
All right, well, thank you for telling me that. By the way, I'm white, and I'll hold out the hand to shake yours.
Oh yeah, because you guys are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Fritz Helwig. I work for the security officer, and you're also your ATV driver's primary senior NCO.
And then Wyatt will respond in solid, but obviously not like an expert speaker in German.
Right. And so Fritz kind of like, oh, okay. Your accent is very computer learned. Appreciate you speaking to me in native tongue.
Your German is good, but I wouldn't use that word for that.
Exactly. Yeah. Why doesn't see this as I turn around and I just roll my eyes, going, and internal monologues like, oh no, another one.
Another one. Okay. So like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Don't deal with a lot of Germans in the American arm. So
No, there really isn't. There's mostly American, Texan, and a few others like Australian, Canadian.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a lot of Germans in North Dakota or something like that, from what I understand.
German and God bless it, Norwegian, not Norwegian. What's Norway, Sweden, and whatever? Scandinavian. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, like in real life, isn't there like a pretty huge isn't there like a huge population of Germans in North Dakota for some reason in America?
Yeah, it's Amish and their higher version. My mind just let that jump there.
The Amish for the Amish, the more Amish
I just
than
think
you.
It's weird that there's like populations of like high density populations of Germans in specific states. It's kind of strange.
It's weird how humanity spreads out, man. Different ethnic groups spread to one area, and a lot of times people end up in areas they feel more familiar or safe in, so you get a lot of people grouping up in one spot.
Hey, so I say to Hoffman, congrats, you won the lottery. Today will be my Batman. So let's
Helwig,
get out of the ship and let's deal with this trading thing.
I mean, my Capitan.
What is commander in German?
Commandant.
Isn't that commandant?
Yeah, commandant.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys make your way over, and like I was telling Lee earlier, you get kind of the 80s and 90s idea of what science fiction travel might be on Mars, which is some sort of magnetic vehicle stuck inside a glass tube. But yeah, you hop on a maglev of some sort, and you ride out from the space station, and there's like a oh dear God, train map type of thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like a subway diagram kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it's not too hard to get to Spielberg's office or the nearest terminal, and then walk, probably like 4 or 5 blocks or something like that. Excuse me for 1 second. And you get to his office, and it's not a very large office. You've got the receptionist and 3 or 4 other workstations on one floor. To one side is an open stairway or set of stairs going up to another office that kind of has like this balcony overlook sort of deal. And when you come in, that's where Spielberg is. He is, without scrolling back through my notes, tall, portly, looks like he's lived something of a life of luxury. Really bad hair. Jesus Christ. Really bad hair deal. Because, a lot of it's receding, so he's basically got a real thin line that wraps around the back of his head. And he easily picks you out right away because of your flex uniform, and so he comes down the stairs, comes up to you. He'll move to shake your guys' hands if you let him, and he introduces himself.
I'll let him. Gotta be warm to get those good deals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He introduces himself as Theodore Spielberg. You can call him Theo or Teddy. He's indifferent. He's speaking English, but you could tell immediately that he's got, obviously a German background. And he motions for you guys to join him upstairs in his little quaint office.
Thank you kindly.
Yes. Can I get you anything to drink, perhaps?
Oh, I'm still on duty. I'll just take a water, please.
Water. So, as you wish. And you, sir.
I will say to him, I will take I mentioned some local brand German beer that would be popular in the Mars station.
Yes, Rotenbier. Rotenbier. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally made that shit up with combining the words
Budweiser.
red and beer.
Bud Light. I wonder if Bud Light still exists.
Maybe.
Anyhow, and I kind of mentioned under the under my breath to him the Exos is spacer. Water's important to him.
And I imagine Spielberg being more native German than Wyatt, that he's gonna get this connection between or with Hellwig pretty fast, because I feel like they're gonna start speaking really fluent, really colloquial backwood. Not I shouldn't say backwoods, but like that one unique dialect of German that makes your
that
universal standard German really hard to follow.
Mm-hmm. Well, that and when you're with somebody, you're kind of able to do the whole dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sure there's maybe in 2300 there might be like a standard universal German language, but Northern German versus Southern German is different. Some of the sounds are different, I should say. I do know that much. I did take like 3 years of German, but that was like 50 years ago. Not really 50 years ago, but you get the idea. Anyway, so he takes you upstairs. He gets you a beer. He grabs one for himself as well. It is indeed Rotenbier, and I have no idea if I said that anywhere near what it could actually be in German, but it's all totally made up, so who cares? And he sits down and he says, "So, you have medical and science gear for me, huh?"
Yes, and I'm sorry for taking us long to get out to here, but logistics a bitch. We're the earliest shit that could have got here. Thank you for being patient for that.
Yeah, it's 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's been that we've been waiting. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's here now. Who cares? I am prepared to offer a payment for delivery to my offices. Well, obviously you're not going to bring 2 tons of medical science gear into my office. That would be ridiculous.
No,
I do have a
our ship. Whichever cargo port you want us to bring it to, though.
Yes, indeed. We can get all of that here. Yes. Yes.
My commandant, it's unloaded in the bay by the ship now. We made sure.
This is a smart man. He thinks ahead. He has cargo prepped. I like this. Yes. Expediency.
We were waiting for broker to show.
Okay. He makes an offer. Let me see. Let me scan my notes real fast here.
Pardon me.
Okay. So what I need you to do, Wiggles, is you're gonna roll 3d6. You're gonna add your broker skill, and then you're going to subtract 3, which is Spielberg's broker skill.
No, okay, cool. So just so I'm at a -1. So I'm probably gonna get a 10. Let's go, baby.
Oh, is that -1 the grand total?
Yeah, my broker skill was a 2.
Okay, gotcha.
So I got an 11.
Okay, 1 second, because apparently I forgot to open up the actual Traveler Rule Book for tonight, because that was a stupid part of my play. So 1 moment while I look for it.
I think that's close. I think that's like 100% or 105% or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, good. I'm opened it up. I'm not that far off. I just gotta scroll in the right direction here. Free traffic, modified price. That's the one I want. Come back. Okay. That is, you rolled a 12. Oh dear God, I gotta alt tab more. Okay. So
I
you rolled a 11 total. Okay. So that will give us, 100,000, or excuse me, 100%. Now to get back to my notes. He makes the offer of 50,000 livra up front per ton.
We were never told how many tons. If we were told, I forgot.
There's 2 tons.
Oh, okay. So. Okay, so he's off. So we should be. Okay. So what's the base price of the?
It's 50,000 tons. I'm sorry, 50,000 per ton is the base price. You got 100%. So
Right.
50,000 is
Right.
what you get. He is charging a 10% of the sale price as his fee.
Okay, that's fine. So there's 2 tons. So that'd be 100,000. That would be 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Plus minus, that's 90,000.
Correct.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, done and done, as they say. And he sticks his hand out to shake, and as he does that, he has.
That's.
Go ahead.
Let's make sure that's money in, right? That's not money out. That's money.
Yeah,
in?
yeah. You are receiving.
Yeah, all right.
net 90,000.
All right, fantastic. We're up $6,000. Go us.
Wow, that's it. Really, you're only up $6,000 from starting out, huh?
Dude, if I had you have no idea how much $6,000 means to me.
Oh, well, okay. So yeah, he reaches out to do the proverbial handshake that closes the deal with one hand, and in the other, he has a tablet that all it requires is your signature to officially close the deal as far as the paperwork is concerned. He's already signed his portion of it, and then I'm assuming you're going to sign.
Yeah, I'll skim through it, make sure there's
Oh yeah,
no
absolutely.
bullshit in it, and then I'll sign it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nothing comes out unless you want to make some sort of roll or anything, but there's nothing that seems out of the ordinary.
I don't suppose you know where I can get a particular kind of chocolate on here. It's my wife's
Chocolate?
favorite. I'm just wondering if you.
Sweetheart's move. So sweet, so sweet. Yes. What are you looking for? My German accent absolutely sucked right there.
Don't worry about it, dude. Relax, man.
Exactly.
Germans have a weird accent. It's hard to do.
So, what kind of chocolate are you looking for?
He's gonna look for a fairly expensive dark chocolate.
He takes his tablet, and you can see he starts opening up a basic, we would call it a Google search, but, it's 2300, so maybe it's like Toogle. I don't know. I just threw a T in there because I thought it'd be funny. Dark chocolate, sweet chocolate, dry chocolate, alcohol chocolates. And how much are you looking? Are we talking pounds? Are we talking ounces? Or I'm sorry, wait, the metric system. I'm sorry. Are you looking for kilos? Are you looking for grams?
half a kilo.
Half a kilo, so that's roughly 1 pound.
We might not be in port for a little while, so I want to make sure she has some stored away for our voyage.
Okay. And are you looking at individual pieces of chocolate equaling a pound? Are you looking for a solid brick of chocolate, 1 pound? I've seen half a kilo.
A solid brick of chocolate tends to travel better.
Okay, alright. So, I know a shop over in the commercial district. If you go there, you talk to Stephanie. She will be more than happy to accommodate you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
And I'll just give him $50 out of my own money for giving me that tip,
Ah, so kind. Not necessary. We're business
no,
friends.
Of course it isn't, but I appreciate the personal touch you're giving me.
Awesome. Is there anything else I could do? You said you're heading out. I imagine you want to take on more cargo. Cargo is where the money is, as they say.
Our ship Wayfinder has, god damn it,
22 tons
some
of
amount
available
cargo
space. 22 tons.
22 tons, that's right. 22 tons of cargo space that is deeply wanting to be filled with shipments.
Yes.
And I give him our future destination, which I can't remember.
Nyotakunda.
But we were told.
Your GM knows many things. It looks like you're going to Wolf 359, now called Nyotakunda. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to Inferno. Fucking Christ. We're going to call it Inferno from now on. Because I can't pronounce the Swahili. You know, it's actually what it means though. Is it's Swahili for I want to say red star, red jewel, something like that, because Wolf 359 is apparently more red than we thought. I don't know. I don't know. I don't make this stuff up. Somebody else does, and I try to regurgitate it where appropriate. But yeah, so you're going to Inferno. He does have a listing of currently available cargo. I'm going to do a little bit of copy and paste and hope it doesn't look like shit when we get into.
Oh, it's gonna look like shit.
Yeah, I know. Especially because it's going to have buy and sell DMs on it. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a new document. Give me just a second here. Does that have all of it? From that to that. Yes. Okay. This we're just going to save this as prep notes. We're going to call this Olympia cargo available. And then we're going to go and open up the drive. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to drop it right into, because it's not very big, we're just going to drop it straight into Discord.
You know, he's filling up all this cargo space, but you know, that cargo space could have been filled up with, you know,
What,
stuff
guns?
besides cargo.
Like guns? Is that where
Well,
you're going
no,
with
not gun. Really, you think I'm that dumb? No, we'd be filling it up with military vehicles or robonoids, like mechs. You know.
Is it? Okay, calm down. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Sorry, I'm trying to find where I just saved it, and I couldn't remember where it was. All right, let's go there. And send. All right, in Traveler General, you'll see Olympia Cargo Available doc. And that will show, hopefully in a readable format for you, it will show the tons available, the items, price per ton. The purchase DMs are only as applies to here in Olympia, and then the sale DMs are all-encompassing.
I don't know what any of this means.
I know what this means.
Wow, you can explain it to me later.
What's that?
No,
Oh,
I'm
what
not
all the
going to. Fuck you.
what all the different DMs mean? I'm sorry, dice modifiers.
So what applies to Mars for what are Mars's sell trade tags?
It is non-agricultural, non-industrial.
Okay. And AA is not agriculture. Okay.
Correct. Because
What
every
I-
time
what I-
every
what I-
time
what I-
I tried to type NAG, it came out as nag and not the way I wanted it to.
You know what? Here, let's go for manufactured goods. We got a +2 on that. So +2 for my broker skill, +2 for that, -3 from his broker skill. So +1 altogether. Yay!
All right, so 3d6 plus 1.
Yep.
An 8 total.
Ouch. I don't like that. I want to do it over.
That gives you a 100% base price. He is charging. He is charging the 10% service fee, although he does indicate that we've made a good deal. Maybe we can make good deals in the future. Let's call it 7.5% on this one, on this transaction.
7.5%.
Yeah.
You know what? It's hard to kiss such a favor in the math. I'll go ahead and take this cargo for that amount.
Okay. Are you taking all 22 tons? Or let me rephrase it. Are you filling up on manufactured goods?
Yeah, I'll fill up at manufacturing goods.
Okay. So 20,000. Let me pull up my calculator just so I can see. 20 times 22 times 1,000. That's 44,000. He is going to ask for 7.5%. That's not how that works. I did not do the math on that correctly. I fucking Jesus Christ. 0.75. 33,000. So you're gonna pay a total. That still doesn't seem right. Hold on a second. That's 3/4. I see what I did wrong. All right, hold on. 0.075. That's 3,300 plus 44 thousand. You are going to pay a total of 47,300 in order to acquire 22 tons of manufactured goods. Does that sound right with your math?
One more time.
44,000 total for purchasing 22 tons at 20,000 apiece. Plus the 0.075 gives a 3,300 service fee. So a grand total of 47,300. If I fucked up my math, it's totally okay to call me out on it.
You did. I'll tell you in just a minute.
No, I did do something wrong. That doesn't sound right at all. Hold on a second. 20,000 per ton times 22.
His service fee is $33,000. The amount that costs 22 that will cost $444,000.
Yes. Yeah, I skipped a zero somewhere in there. Plus 33. Oops. Yeah, 473,000 total is what you're going to pay here.
Yeah.
I apologize to everybody that had to experience my failure at simple math.
It's okay. I'm probably worse at math than you. Trust me.
Yeah, but I don't want to say I pride myself on math, but I definitely know my way around a calculator, which sounds so stupid. I'm going to use that in a bar one night. I swear to God I am. Just to see what kind of stupid response I get.
If you ever doubt your own math skills, just know that I struggle to do basic multiplication sometimes, okay?
That's totally fair.
There you go.
Mr. Wyatt, before we close this deal, may I suggest, may I offer? We have these cybernetics. We have these crystals and gems. Maybe the numbers turn out different on the other end. Maybe better than manufactured, maybe not. It is your choice, but I do...
I mean, like, cybernetics are especially tempting. The low volume, high value is generally always better to go for. Yeah, if you're interested in departing that stuff with me, let's see if we can make the numbers work.
Okay, so
that's total -1.
Give me 1 sec. You know what I forgot to do was identify the trade good markers for Inferno. Otherwise, I could have made a more compelling argument. What'd you roll? You rolled 3d6 -1 for a total of 8.
Yeah, I got 8.
Okay. That will put you at 8 is 100%. Didn't you also have an 8? 100%. Oh, you had a +1 before. No, wait.
Oh, shoot, yeah, that's right. Did we fuck up before? Let's go see here. Let's go back to the numbers, guys.
Yep, I'm all right with that.
Back to the numbers.
All right. Oh, manufactured goods gives you a +2 on the purchase because it's non-agricultural.
Right, all right.
And then your +2 with his -3 ends up being a +1 net.
But that would have been an 8.
Right.
And this is a -1, which is also an 8.
Yep. Okay. Nope. That checks out. I got you. Listen, maybe crystals gems not a good idea. Maybe cybernetics is a better idea. These are your choices. I don't want to push anything on you. We've been very good so far. I don't want to ruffle the feathers, as they say.
This is my first training operation on this ship. I would like to bring home a lot of bacon if possible. So here, let's bust out the spreadsheet. Let's see if we can make these numbers talk.
All right, you're looking at the cybernetics now?
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty. Ooh, that's much better.
I did much better. I got a 10.
So, all right. So a 10,
which is
90%. So you can obviously only carry based on numbers. Well, you have 4 tons available, but they're 250,000 per. Yeah, you only want to carry 1.
This is do we? Sorry, we're rolling robotics or cybernetics? Cybernetics?
I assumed cybernetics.
Yeah, we did crystal and gems. We did cybernetics. Yeah. We all at 90%. That's still a shit ton of money.
Yeah, 225,000, not including service fees.
Not including service fees. Yeah. You know what? I'll take. You know what? No. I'll Here. We'll I can figure this out between games. So you want to move on to someone else? That's fine. But I'm probably gonna take a mixture of manufactured goods and then 1 cybernetics.
See, I'm sorry, that last part. One more time. You're going to carry what and what?
I'm gonna take one cybernetics, and I'm gonna take some manufactured goods, and
So
doing numbers
okay.
is boring television. So
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I'll
Yeah, let me know what the numbers are. So you're gonna go with for the cybernetic, the 1 ton of cybernetics is 225,000,
yeah.
and then the manufactured goods was 20,000 per ton. You just got to figure out how much money you want to spend so that we're not broke when we arrive and have to pay for birthing fees and whatnot. Okay,
Oh, we're gonna be so broke.
so while yeah, so while you're doing that, we're gonna bust over to. First, I'm gonna find my notes and get to the right spot. Ah, yes, here we go. McAvoy, you've been stuck in the back of a cramped ATV for the better part of 8 hours since shortly after landing. As it turns out, the troop commander was able to acquire one of the ATVs for a full 36-hour training operation, at which point Hearst loaded everybody up and onto the ATVs and took off for the hills and valleys surrounding Olympus Mons.
Awesome. We are riding.
Yeah. Shortly after, so this by now it's like roughly 6 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is getting kind of low. No references to the Incredible Hulk. The sun is getting low. But once you arrive at some apparently predetermined location, the vehicle stops. Everybody gets out. Hearst starts yelling and screaming, wondering why nobody is setting up a security perimeter around the vehicle. So everybody starts scooting away from the vehicle. Apparently she expects this sort of thing. Whenever the vehicle stops, you guys set up security around the vehicle. Obviously, there's no fucking buddy out here. You're like, even assuming you were traveling at like 35 miles an hour, 8 hours later, that's a few hundred miles away. Rough math. So you're like, there's nobody out here.
I can clearly see that.
yeah. So pulling security may sound silly, but Hearst is really driving home this point. Is like, you never know what can happen. Blah blah blah.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's not that my character would oppose that.
No. I feel like your character would be like, no, that's exactly what we ought to do.
I clearly see no one's out here.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly making it a human. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna make sure it's done. I'm just, I'm not exactly, chomping at the fucking bit to fucking, like, we gotta get this shit done now.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, it's more about the principle of the matter. Vehicle stops, set up security. Like, this should not even be a. Obviously it's not needed, but the muscle memory is.
I think I should just point out, FYI, in case anybody, in case like you specifically might think I'm not letting my character take it seriously enough. I would like to point out that my character, while he is pretty good militarily speaking in terms of training, he also spent the majority of the last several years or decades being a pirate.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So,
that's part of your arc.
He's not exactly like hopping out of the fucking wagon and the first thing he thinks is, I use a security perimeter so I can make sure that we're in the same position. Come on.
Yeah.
He clearly sees there's nobody fucking out here.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so I think Hearst is definitely driving home the point of like, hey, when we stop, we got to pull security. It doesn't matter, just because we can't see anything doesn't mean nobody's out there. But on the flip side, the truth of the matter is, there's nobody fucking out there. Period.
I'm gonna tell him. Yeah,
all right. So yeah, so after a few minutes of Hearst running around the vehicle and yelling at people, wondering why they're not pulling security and all this other stuff, she's like, all right, we're here. Let's get the range set up.
So do I know exactly why we're out here, like precisely?
No, you haven't really.
In the dark?
Yeah, she hasn't really briefed anybody. So actually, yeah, let me back up just a smidge. So she hasn't really briefed anybody anything other than you get the feeling that Sergeant Franco, the troop sergeant, knows because obviously they've had a few head sessions about how they want to pull this stuff off. So the LT basically pulls everybody in and says, all right, listen, this is what we're doing, guys. We're going to be out here for 36 hours. At this point, probably closer to 24. We're going to do a range. We're going to set up night operations. And then in the morning, we've got, 20K road march. And then a final event for this exercise before we head back to the ship. And she does not specify what that final event is. Just that,
Ooh, it's going to be a pizza party.
No, it's not. There might be pieces, but it's not pizza. So yeah, the first thing you guys need to do is start setting up some targets, and these are basically, these are just real quick fold out. In the military, we often use these really basic frames. Basically chunks of not chunks, but four by.
Cardboard cutouts.
Well, yeah, cardboard cutouts stuck in these 4x4 frames that would, like pieces of 4x4 lumber nailed together to make the frame, and then you just set the cardboard cutouts in it. But basically, something real simple, real quick to set up. And then you have a target set at 100 meters and 300 meters away. So basically, what's going to happen is we're going to do a little bit of dice rolling. Not necessarily a competition just yet. Everybody's going to get a chance to shoot. I'm going to... This is going to take just a moment for me to set up. Because I do have some people... Nope, I'm in the wrong folder.
Well, you have to address the 500 super chats you got going on in your fucking stream, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. This should be...
Oh, god damn it. Sorry, guys. If I suddenly do that, my chair's broken.
Ew, that's not good.
A little piece of my chair.
Oh no! What happened?
Yeah, the other day,
I know what I did. I'm listening.
You know how some chairs can lean back?
Yeah.
If you kind of lean forward a little bit, it automatically repositions itself back upwards so that you can sit up straight. And the only way it leans backwards is if you kind of apply pressure to it with your back.
Right.
Well, there's a little bit at the bottom of the chair that yesterday or the day before, I can't remember when it was. Fuck. It's been a while already, but it was yesterday or the day before, some shit like that. I went to go lean back, just taking a rest, relaxing with my friend. We weren't really doing anything. We were just talking. I was leaning back in my chair, and then I go to get back up, and then it's not moving, and then I hear a like a huge metal snap.
What?
Loud as fuck. The loud as fuck metal snap scares my cat.
Oh, of course.
And
That's how cats are.
And I'm doing my thing where I'm trying to make my chair go back up, right? And then I realize it's not moving. And then when I get up, and then I put my ass on the front part of where the chair is, so all the weight's on that side, on the front side, the chair goes up. I'm thinking, okay, so I know exactly what's going on here. I look under. I've had this thing for 8 years, so I guess it was only a matter of time before this happened.
Yeah, chairs give out after a while.
Yeah, this thing it gave out. Metal snapped.
So that we can get into this before we go too much further down the trials and tribulations of your chair. This is what's going to happen. So I've put 8 figures on the tabletop. If you mouse over each one of them, you'll see they have a name, and if you wait just a second longer, you'll see some scores. The first 6-digit line is their UPP or Universal Personal Profile or whatever the hell they call it, or maybe it's UCP, cool. Whatever. So basically, what's going to happen is each individual is going to make a gun combat dexterity test. Dexterity. If you look at that 6-digit code, dexterity is the second number. So for if I'm currently moused over Trooper Carl Spearman, and his second number is a 7, which 6, 7, and 8 don't give a modifier, but he has a gun combat of 1 for his rifle, and so he'd basically roll 2d6 plus 1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Listen, we'll do this one step at a time, just so you're not confused or lost. I will be rolling for Benefield's team. You will roll for your team. I should double check your stats. They should be accurate. If you have a letter in their UPP or whatever the hell it is, for instance, yours, you have 7B, A, and then 866. The B is an 11, and the A is 10. It's what's they call it? Hexadecimal? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Dexterity 11, endurance 10.
Correct. Does that sound right for your stats? Because that's based on what I have.
Yeah, 11 and 11 dexterity, 10 endurance. Yes, that's
okay.
Exactly correct.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll have Benefield's team over here on the right, or at least my right as the stream is seeing it. And then, so basically, you're going to make one shot at the 100-meter target, another shot at the 300-meter target, and then a final round, which will be something of a competition. and then I will explain what happens based on that competition between the two teams. Make sense? And again, we can
Yes.
one step at a time, just so you're not lost. So yeah, basically what I'll do is I have each team has 4 people on a line, and as one person takes their shot, pass or fail, he'll go off, and I'll just pull him off to the side. Or-
2d6 plus dex plus gun combat skill.
Yep.
So is it not?
So
wait, would that make it a +4 then, or a +3 still? If I shotgun.
So for you have an 11. That's +2. Oh wait, 6, 7, 8,
Plus
9,
one.
10, 11. Yeah, +1. So you would have a total of +4.
Oh, nice, lovely.
Wiggles, that 425 includes or does not include the 3,100 or
Does not
31,000.
include.
Okay,
Wait,
you-
you're
Does not-
paying
yeah.
taxes? What the
it's
hell,
it's
dude?
not
Come on.
tax. It's service. It's the broker's fee. He gets a small
Oh.
cut of every transaction. That's how he makes money.
You just evade the taxes. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna start with Benefield. He's got 6, 7, 8. So he's got +1, +2 for his rifle for a total of +3. Needs an 8. Oh, he fucking killed it. That target he just shot at the 100-meter target for Benefield is dead. Dead as
He
dead.
is fucking balling right now.
All right, make your 2d6 roll, please. We'll do one at a time for each of the two teams.
All right, 2d6. Here we go. +4. Of course, it's not good.
No, that's 7 + 4 is an 11. That is
okay.
that is good. Yeah. Okay. Trooper Franklin Boatwright. Gun combat rifle 3. No bonus. Ooh, wait a minute. 5, 6. That's a -1. So he actually has a +2 total for Franklin Boatwright. He 8 -1 is no. God damn it. Brain work. 3 is +2. 8 + 2 is 10. He smacks his 100-meter target. Go ahead and make yours for your next dude.
All right, so that's a let's see.
So you're going for Snowden,
Gun combat 2, machine gun 2.
and then Dex is actually a -1.
-1, so that's what, like this is 2 then. Or
Yeah.
is it 3?
Just +1. +1 total.
+1.
Yep.
Poink. Damn, boy.
All right. Snowden.
10.
Snowden shot the shit out of her target with whatever she fired. Christy Blaine. It's either one. All right. Christy Blaine has 6, 7, 8. +1 for combat rifle. So that's +2 total. That is an 8, but barely. But she did score the hit.
Lovely. Now let's see. We got Buford. My good boy Buford.
Yeah.
He's got a
Buford.
That's a 0.
Yeah. No. He's got gun combat rifle 1, so he's got a +1.
Total.
Yeah, 8 total. Yeah, he succeeded. Okay, and that takes us to Megan Boatwright. Combat rifle 2, 6, 7, 8. So +3 total. For a success. By the way, other than your character, I randomly rolled 2d6 for these guys' stats when I prepped. So.
Okay, so this is definitely a 0 for sure.
Let me look at it.
Carl?
Yeah, Carl Spearman. He has gun combat 1, gun combat 0 for heavy weapon. His dex. So depending on what he uses, if he uses his rifle, it's +1. If he uses his machine gun, it's just 0.
I want him to use his rifle because I feel like a machine gun.
Well, keep in mind, like your team, and this is totally up to you. It looks like he used his rifle, but he still failed. He missed a shot.
Damn.
For point of reference, keep
That was
in
a
mind.
7 and he still missed.
Yeah, I needed an 8. Do keep in mind, in a fire team organization, you traditionally will have, and if you look at these guys a little bit closer, you'll notice their weapons are slightly different.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Usually you'll have like an automatic rifleman, which is code for a heavy machine gun or a machine
you
gun
have
of some
a
type,
machine gunner. You have a guy that
You have a
uses
grenadier.
rifles or a yeah, no, I
and
get
then
it.
your normal rifleman, and then the team leader is considered a rifleman as well. All right, so let me reorganize your dudes here. No, damn it, stand by.
They look pretty organized to me.
No, I wanted them. Oops. Let me just get him a little bit of spacing here. All right, this one, instead of rolling 8s, let me get this guy squared too. No, 4, and then turn them this way. All right, so instead of rolling against an 8, you're shooting at a 300-meter target, and the difficulty is increased to 10s. So same modifiers, it's just a different target number.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure I'll definitely not roll bad.
Okay, I'll start, and just because the order ended up being this way, Megan Boatwright, combat rifle 2, +1, so a total of +3. Need a 7 or better to score a hit,
Will it be?
and she missed.
God
Mm.
fucking damn.
I'll put her down here. This is not a competition at the moment.
I'm going to roll my 2d6 +4. Boing.
Oh, this is for you, huh? That is a hit. I'll put you right here.
Ah,
Your
14.
for your team that misses, I'm gonna put them over this way.
Of course.
All right, Senior Trooper Benefield, combat rifle 2, +1 for a total +3.
But there's probably guys in the background betting beers or betting.
Oh
shots,
yeah,
so-
obviously.
Yeah.
Like Hurst is back there with Franco, and they're like, "Look at these dumbasses that can't shoot shit."
Hey,
Um,
I landed a 14. Fuck you. I fucking blasted that thing.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, yeah. Benefield scored well. Your turn, sir.
Good job, Benefield.
One of your guys.
Good job, Benefield. Okay, wait. That would be the Trooper Octavia.
Yes.
A slug rifle, 2 gun combat. So what does she have dexterity-wise? It's
-1.
7 without any modifiers.
So
-1.
either whichever weapon that she's firing, it'll be at a -1.
That's a 6 total then.
Wait, what?
Well, she got a 6. So that'd be a 5 actually. My bad.
Oh, did you roll? Oh, you did. Yeah. She failed. You blasted your
Wah.
target. She failed. All right. Next is Boatwright Franklin. Con combat 3, but -1 on the dex for a total of +2. He also failed, so I'm gonna put him over here.
We have at least. So my team has 1 failure. Their team has 2 failures. Therefore, I'm obviously
No,
better.
no,
I'm
no.
the better person.
I have 1 failure. I have 2 successes. It is your turn.
All right, whatever.
And not me, Benefield, but I played Benefield, so.
who's
Ooh.
Who's next? What is that?
Spearman.
Carl?
Yeah.
Carl does kind of suck, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just has a +1 or +0, but either way, he failed.
Fucking Carl ruining my damn day as usual.
Yeah, Carl and Buford were the ones that were fucking around in the
I'm
ATVs
gonna
last
give
week.
Carl the most shit after this. I'm gonna get the most fucking training.
Okay, Kirsty Blaine has gun combat rifle 1 and a +1 for dex for a total of +2. And that is a total of 9, so that is 3 troopers that
Damn.
passed the 300-meter target.
Buford, I need you to pass, my guy. Come on, let's go. What's his
So
modifier?
just total of +1. He missed.
What? Just fuck 7. Damn it. All right, you know what? Okay, Buford and Carl. I'm gonna fucking. I'm fucking.
Okay.
They're in my crosshairs now.
All right. So that was the first 2 rounds, and then lastly, you have a competition. Each person, Jesus Christ, each person for each fire team shoots at a 10+, basically like what we just did, scoring 1 point per person until they miss their shot. Once they miss, they are done and no longer accumulate points. So basically, how this is going to work is, for instance, Boatwright's going to start from my team. He's going to shoot. He hits. He's going to shoot it again. He hits. He shoots again for the 3rd time, but he misses. That's only 2 points scored for Benefield's team. Does that make sense?
Epic.
And then once you miss, that dude is out and no more scoring. Okay?
Okay.
Let me go ahead and, get my guys lined up. And then basically, whichever team has the higher points at the end is the winner of this little competition. For those that are curious, my thought process for this little exercise is to demonstrate some of the skill, or excuse me, some of the skill test mechanics. From like a game designer standpoint, one of the things you want to do is kind of teach the player how to play the game. And so
I
what
will
I'm
be sure to disappoint everybody.
Okay, first one up is Kirsty Blaine. I'm gonna set her up here. I need some sort of counting device. So give me just a second. I want to use... Yeah, we'll just use checkers. Red.
I love checkers.
And then one more. No. Oh, fuck me.
Whoa.
Fuck me. That's
we are
not...
playing checkers now, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not what I wanted. I apologize. Thank God for the Control Z. I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Checker stream.
Yep. I need my red checker for me. Or no, that's gonna be yours. Because I like the color black. So I'm gonna use the black checker for my team. All right. I'm gonna put yours over here, and then all I have to do is just duplicate and copy paste or whatever for every point you score. Okay.
Epic.
All right, Trooper Blaine, shooting on a 10 plus. She gets a +2.
All right.
Oh, let me clear
What did
these.
she get?
That is a hit. She got a +2.
God damn it! I'm never gonna get that kind of luck, dude. I'm gonna fail because my luck's bad.
Just
All
hold
right,
on.
boys, here we go.
Yeah, just stand by. Okay, so that's 1. Second shot, +2 again. That is it. That's all she gets. All right, she is done, and she has only scored 1 point for her team. First one up.
Who is up next on
Whichever-
the chopping block?
Whichever member of your team wants to shoot first.
Yeah, I'll pick myself.
You
Maybe
can
good- maybe
imagine,
good-
you could definitely imagine while this is going on, Hurst and Franco have absolutely made bets as to which team is going to do better.
I am definitely gonna go ahead and do myself first, just because get the disappointment out of the way.
Get the-
Just
Okay.
I-
You have,
Everybody understand?
I'm assuming you're using a shotgun, so that's 3. Your score of 11 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's +1, so you have a total of +4. You need a 6 or better to score.
Are you fucking serious?
Ooh.
Are you? I told you it was gonna happen.
Okay,
I told you.
here's what I'll
What
do.
did I tell you?
Because I reset the table, you've got extra dice over there, and I'm just going to use this as a flimsy-ass excuse to allow you a reroll.
No, it's fine. My luck's bad. Just no.
You
it's
sure?
good.
You sure? Oh,
No,
oh.
I have notoriously bad luck, Omar. Just go with it.
Okay.
My luck's just notoriously bad.
Okay. All right. We'll continue. There's definitely some frowning and disapproving looks. Meanwhile,
I'm not gonna acknowledge. My character doesn't acknowledge it. He literally doesn't care. He shoots his fucking shotgun at long range. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like,
yeah, no,
okay.
you got a point. I mean, slugs you can get some range, but if you're using shot, it's not gonna do so well. Gun combat heavy weapon +1, but -1. Ooh, but because Franklin Boatwright is the machine gunner for the fire team, he's gonna roll 0 modifiers. Oof. Copy.
Yeah. So
Control
again,
V.
like you guys, everybody here everybody in chat, everybody in the game, understand this. When I tell you I have bad luck, it's not a joke. Whenever I am trying to roll for something and it actually matters even a little bit, I
That's
will
when it's
always roll
shit.
bad. That's not a joke. No. This isn't like a
All right.
superstitious thing.
Boatwright is done scoring. It is your turn, sir.
Omar,
Choose
I
your.
can tell you this. I can tell you this with proof.
Uh-huh.
You can ask any of my friends.
Uh-huh.
They'll tell you.
Uh-huh. Listen, you want horror
anytime.
stories about dice? Let me tell you about what happened last night in Blood and Glory, in
Dude,
case you missed it.
I literally
Actually, I'm
just-
not
I
going to. I
can't-
don't want to give away spoilers for anyone that watches this show and Blood and
I-
Glory.
I just can't roll good. I can't roll good. I will never roll good when it matters. Specifically, when
Yeah.
it matters, I can't roll good.
Well, figure out who's shooting next. I'm assuming
I'm
next
just
in
gonna
order
go
is
in single
Snowden.
file line, so from down to up.
Yeah,
So
Snowden.
just keep that in mind.
All right, she's got. Well, hold on.
That's-
Before you roll.
Why is it?
Before you roll.
What's the 5? Oh well.
No, we're not gonna listen to that because you need. She's got 2 different weapons that she could be using. She could use the machine gun or the slugs. I'm sorry,
Slugs.
combat rifle. She has a
Damn,
-1
stat.
from her dex, so regardless of which weapon, it's gonna be a total of +1. I'm sorry, +1
so she
total.
does- Yeah, so
Uh,
that's a 6. So she misses.
Yeah, no, just re-roll it. We didn't declare which weapon yet. Re-roll it. I can't let you go out like that.
No, it's.
Come on, man, re-roll it. Re-roll it. There you go.
I accept my failure at this point, dude.
Oh, look at that. That's a point.
Yeah, it's a point. I'm not gonna win the. I'm not gonna. I've already lost the contest, dude.
No, you're good. Keep going. Shoot again.
I've already lost the contest, dude.
No, you're still in. You're still in. You got like 3 people shooting still.
See?
See? That's okay.
No, I'm
It's okay.
losing the contest. I'm telling you. I know. This has happened too many times, Omar. I
Okay,
know this
calm
shit.
down. Calm down. All right.
I am in
Benefield.
contact with God.
All right, Benefield's going to use his rifle, grand total +2. Benefield missed on his first opportunity. Oh, Benefield is pissed. Oops. All right, next one. You got Buford. He has 1
Minus-
and
is a mi- I
1,
think it's a
so it's
minus
just
one.
plus. Yeah, just +1 regardless. That is also a miss.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay, and
I know
last
the
one.
outcome of everything.
All right, calm down, calm down. All right, +2 total for Megan Boatwright. First shot is a miss. Oh, wait, yeah, that's a miss. So up to you now. How does Carl? Maybe this is Carl's moment to shine.
Nah, he's gonna fucking fail instantly.
He's got a +1.
That's
He's got a
my luck.
+1.
Nope.
Son of a
Told
bitch. Okay,
See, Omar, listen.
I hear
I'm
you, bro.
calm.
I hear you.
No, I'm
I hear
calm.
you.
I know these things. I will never not be
Okay.
confident in my ability to fail.
All right, we're getting low on time, so I want to stay focused here. All right. So the final score is Benefield's team scored 2 points. Strangely, your team only scored 1 point. Obviously, there's a winner, a clear winner, and a clear loser. Bets were made. People are cashing in. Loser team, you get to dismantle the range and set up the bivouac for the night, which is basically setting up the pressurized tents and running power lines from the ATV and batteries to ensure the camp has power through the night. It's already dark by this point, so good luck. There's no dice rolling needed for this. This is just for flavor and, laughing points or whatever.
Fantastic. I mean, this is gonna happen.
Morning comes along, Monday morning, bright and early. The sun is barely peeking atop the horizon. Lieutenant Hurst gets everybody up. You've literally got just a few minutes to, brush your teeth, use the restroom, which in this case is getting some really high arc somewhere in the desert.
Oh, it's not. They're not whipping their dick out in Mars' atmosphere.
No, you're not wrong. You're definitely going to be using some sort of on your suit.
Chemical toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do need is endurance 8 for everyone.
You need endurance 8. Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna roll through mine
Alright.
real quick. So endurance is the third digit on the 6-digit code thingy.
Well, I got a +1, so I guess I literally just fucking make it. God bless me. I guess I fucking be able to. I managed to just barely make it.
Ooh. Franklin's gonna have some problems. Oof. Ooh, what's a 4? That's -1 also.
Christianity.
Yep. They're gonna have some problems.
Oh, I
Kirsty
rolled
Blaine.
everybody?
Yeah.
Shit, okay, hold on.
Yeah, just roll your team up. 7. His endurance
Okay, so
is
that's another
+1.
pass, I guess. So I pass. That guy passes. That guy passes.
Well, you gotta
1, 2,
check their.
3.
You gotta check the third digit on their for modifiers. So like
Okay,
Spearman
well,
has
let's
a.
see. I rolled a 7 when I have a +1 to
Uh-huh.
endurance, so that's an 8. You
Yep.
said 8 succeeds, so there we go.
Yep.
Um,
Somebody
next
rolled a
guy
12.
9.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One guy rolled a 9.
That would be.
Again, I go in single file order from what we were using earlier.
Yeah, I'm just
So
here. Yep. So you got those 2 are done, and then you rolled.
a 5 for the last guy, whoever's last in line.
That's Snowden, and she has a +0, so she didn't get the 8+.
Dumbass.
And then you got one more for Aiello, and he has a +2 endurance.
Oh, well, there we go.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, +1. Sorry.
Oh, well, he fails too then. Fuck him. I don't care. If he dies.
Okay, I got one more. Megan Boatwright with no modifier. Also does not make it. Okay, so these individuals on this next, it's gonna take me like half a second to set this up.
Dude,
Actually-
what is up with our rolls? Like,
Don't talk to me about roles. I know a couple people on my other show that.
everybody in the troopers are just failing everything. I'm failing everything. My boys are failing everything. My supposed rivals are failing everything. They won by 1 point in the contest. What is up with the? Am I cursed?
No.
God damn.
RNG,
dude, fucking
RNG.
Christ.
Listen. RNGesus gives, and RNGesus takes.
He only takes from me. I never get given anything.
Well, somebody out there somewhere is getting an
You
awful
did at
lot.
the start.
No, I didn't.
You rolled a 12 a moment ago. What are you complaining for?
That was a 12 for not the contest that I wanted it for.
Well,
See?
listen, let me tell you something. With what's about to happen, this is going to matter. All right.
Really?
Yeah, because we're going to do something that's not quite standard for Traveler combat. We're going to do a little bit of a modified combat scenario. It's going to take me a second to get this set up, though. Okay, where are my knuckleheads? Bolt right, Blaine, Bolt right.
give.
Yeah, really. Okay,
That's
and
why
then
I'm not
I
an
need-
RN Christian.
All right,
RN
all right,
Christian.
all right. Relax. I want. Whatever. Right there looks good. And then let's scale this up a bit.
Nice combat map.
Okay, one thing I didn't show you earlier, Zam. If you mouse over any of your dudes, and you'll see where it says in parentheses like 1/4. If you press the button 2, they'll take a different pose. So like 2 is kneeling, 3 is laying
Oh, that's
prone,
nifty.
and then 4 is dead. And then
Oh,
one.
I killed him. No, he's just prone.
Yeah. So, what you're gonna do is let me get set up here real fast because I had something of a plan here, and hopefully this doesn't take too long because we're running low on time. Benefield, I'll set him here for right now. Which one is she? She's going to be over here, I think. And then this is Rifleman, so you're gonna be over here. And this is... Well, no, I got this backwards somehow. Wait, what is... Hold on. Nope,
None of those guys
rifle,
are mine.
Grenadier. You know what? I think I got somebody's flopped. I think Christy Blaine is yours. Maybe?
No,
Because I know I had a machine gun on my team.
I had Carl, some guy with a B in his name.
Yeah, Buford. You had Carl and
Buford.
Buford. And
one
then...
other fucker.
I think I had Snowden. Honestly.
Well, here's your crew right here. You got Senior Trooper Steve. No, there I am, Steve, right there, McCoy.
Yeah, that's
McCoy.
you. That's you.
Carl.
I thought I had a
Australia,
machine.
and
It's
Buford.
it's not that important. I really thought I had a machine. It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
Where the fuck am I at then? On the map, the cool epic battle map.
You're on here.
I'm not on there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you are.
That's Beneford's team.
The dude I just moved was you. Oh, you're on. You're over here by me. Get out of here. Get away from my setup. And then I want that one there. Nope. For whatever reason, this guy here in the middle, Franklin Boatwright, it looks like he's got a grenade launcher. Actually, nope. I do have that wrong. I did want that. Okay. And then he'll go here, and then she. This right here. Right there. Okay. So, you can set up your people wherever you want.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Before I set him up, what's happening? What the fuck's
I'm
going
getting
on?
there. I'm getting there. Wiggles, you do have a good point. However, we're not using the full normal Traveler rules. We're using some very modified stuff. And I'm going to get into the rules here in just a second. Okay. You can set your guys up pretty much anywhere. Yeah, essentially around this rock.
How do I rotate him?
Q and E while you've moused over them, or while
Thank
you're
you.
holding them. Or you can also use the mouse wheel. Whichever
Where'd he
works.
go? Oh, okay.
He's right there. He's right there.
Okay.
All right, so let me go through these rules real quick. McAvoy's team is to advance, while Benefield's team is defending around the... I think I used a queen instead of a king, but you get the idea. Your goal is to advance, neutralize the threat, and secure the queen in order to win. Basic gun combat tests are determined... Excuse me. Basic gun combat tests are used to determine who is hit, and once a person is hit, they are out of the match. Each piece can move up to 3 hexes per turn and fire up to one target at a time. A grenade weapon produces casualties in 1 hex around the landing or targeted hex. Standing gives no bonus to fire, but gives a +1 to receiving fire. Kneeling is +1 to fire, but 0 to receiving fire. And prone gives +2 to firing and -1 to receiving fire. I know I read through that kind of fast.
Jesus, Omar, you're kind of fucking me here, dude. This is the first combat scenario I've ever been in. You're fucking me over here with your experience.
It's okay. It's
I'll
all right.
try my best, I guess, but goddamn, man.
It's okay. Listen, everything I just read as far as combat goes is more in the idea of combat and not at all in how Traveler combat actually works. I wanted a basic, short, simple firefight here, and I didn't want a full-blown, full combat operation type deal.
Well, I'm at a disadvantage automatically because I feel like my whole gimmick is I'm really good in close quarters, like
Yeah.
trenches or like.
Well, we're not worrying about range. We're not worrying about any other modifiers than what is based on the position of the person that is shooting or being fired at. So those are the only modifiers there's no cover that you need to worry about as far as the rules are concerned. Yes, you have that pretty cool looking rock right there that you guys are clinging to, but realistically, you wouldn't have God damn it. In real combat, per the rules, you would have some sort of cover. Because they are bringing it up, I will allow a +1 DM for aiming, which is a minor action. Fundamentally, what that looks like is I'm aiming to shoot at this guy. I'm going to roll whatever modifiers you already have. You add another 1 on top of that. In short, the closer you are to standing, the easier it is to be shot at, and the harder it is to shoot at someone else.
Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Crouching, you're prone. It's hard to hit you. If you're standing, it's easier. I get it. Yeah.
Yep, and you can move 3 hexes at a time. Your goal is
what's the range for any of my weapons?
all ranges are the same, and there is no
medium.
we're not going into like long, short, medium, whatever. It's just a basic test based on your positioning, or not so much your positioning, but your firing position.
Well, okay, but if it's all the same, then what's the range then? That's the question. Like, okay, so if I ask my machine gun, so if I tell my machine gunner to go suppress fire on those assholes over on the rocks, so that they can't fucking peek over, can I do that, or like what's the range then? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, I see where you're going with it, and I didn't allow for that when I first came up with this little scenario, which is fine because I did not playtest this at all. So if we need to make adjustments, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I didn't playtest this particular thing. Like it was all about trying to give you like a quick, like I wanted to have some sort of final event, air quotes included, for the training exercise, and this is what I came up with. But I didn't want a full-on firefight because that could take 2 hours to resolve. So I wanted something quick and easy. For the sake of argument, if you want to do something like suppressive fire, it'll just be a regular gun combat test, and on success, it gives your opponents a -1 DM to hitting. Basically gives them a -1 penalty. Does that make sense?
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, I also have a machine gunner.
I mean, yeah. You're gonna fuck me over here because you play Traveler more than me, dude. Come on, like.
No, this isn't even real Traveler shit right here. This is like some bullshit I made up
it's
based
not
on
real
Traveler.
Shit, but I'm still gonna lose because you know the game better than me, dude.
Stop. All right, you do.
You know my luck's already bad, dude. Come on.
Focus.
You're fucking me.
Focus. I'm not fucking with you. I really am not. Maybe on the next exercise you'll be the team in defense. Anyways, it is your go. I'm not moving any of my characters. They are in position where they need to be. So it's up to you to advance and neutralize the threat and secure the king, queen, whatever.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not exactly a fucking soldier guy in real life either. So
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? All of the ones all the ones, if you mouse over them and their name has a -1. Oh shit, I forgot. You know what? I don't even remember which ones of my guys missed, but I know I had like 2.
I got a Trooper Buford Alo -1.
Yes, that -1 is the ones that failed the endurance from the forced march that they had to do before coming here, and that represents them being tired.
Do I have my grenades?
They're not real grenades. You're not even firing real bullets.
Okay, well, let's
These-
say I throw a
this,
flashbang. Do I still
Yeah,
flashbang?
you can have a
that's what I do.
flashbang. The flashbang will. So what you'll do is you'll mark a hex that you want to, and you could just make duplicates of this guy right here.
So how far can I move? How many hexes again? What's the movement?
You got 3 points or 3 hexes of movement.
The hexes moves.
Uh,
How far can I throw my grenade?
what's your strength?
My strength 0.
Oh,
Plus 0.
no. What's your strength score?
7.
7 hexes. I'm totally making that shit up on the spot. Just full disclosure.
That's my strength score. I don't know my modifier, but you know.
Nope, you can
Like
use your
it's
strength score.
Oh fuck yeah. So wait,
But keep in mind that it only impacts. The only impact it has is 1 hex around.
right, of course. Okay. I could see this working out. I just gotta not get fucked.
Stay out of your head about it.
Okay. So I can order Octavia to do suppressive fire,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
What's the cone of suppressive fire then?
It'll cover all 4.
Shit.
I'm gonna arbitrarily decide that it'll cover all 4.
I order her to fire, like just kind of suppressing fire the
Mhm.
4 individuals so that they have a slightly harder time trying to hit me.
Mhm.
As I kind of order my my fucking boy, Carl, my main man, Carl the
Mhm.
Spearman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have him walk over with me. So 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna be able to proceed with me immediately, but I am going to go ahead and walk forward. 1, 2, kind of like this.
Yeah. Just as a side note, when you pick pieces up, you can use their shadow as a guesstimation of where they're gonna land when you drop them.
I noticed. That's why I'm
Okay.
on the 3rd hex.
No, yeah, that was just more me letting you know that. Okay. Before you keep moving though, have Snowden do her suppressive fire. She has a -1 on her
Oh, right, so what
from
do I
her
gotta roll?
dexterity. It'll be gun combat dexterity. She's using the machine gun, obviously. Not that it matters, but she's got a grand total of +1. So that's a 9.
9.
That's a success. All right, so all these guys are going to have a -1. I'm just going to use. Give me 1 quick second. I'm going to put this up here to remind me that there is a -1 penalty being applied. And I'm going to scale this up a little bit so I don't forget that it's there.
Epic.
Okay. All right. You've moved Carl and yourself. Is Buford going to move up too? Or what's he going to do?
Buford?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him. Well, he's just a. Well, let's see. What does he have on him? He has a little rifle on him. SMG looking ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So
He has. I think I was supposed to have Snowden as my machine gunner, and you were probably supposed to have Blaine. It's not important
I'm
now,
gonna
though.
have him. He's right here.
Uh huh.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have him. Can I move him right here, or is that's 4 hexes technically? So I guess I have to move him like next to Carl.
Oh Jesus!
It's okay. It's fine. It's all
No,
good.
I unlocked it and it bounced things around. I don't think anything
Yeah,
moved
they're,
under
they're
my
hugging
die.
each other, but I'm
Um,
gonna move him next to Carl.
yeah, obviously we're gonna have some stacking issues, but and you're right on the edge of the map. Here we could just use that spot and then use this spot.
There we go.
Where are you going, dude? Why are you having problems?
He's
Right?
lost his balance. He's a little disoriented.
Is the computer is TTS reading that 2-dimensional object right there as an object?
Yeah, I think his toe's hitting the rock.
But it's not an object. It's a 2D. Fuck it. All right, I'm just gonna put him here. What the?
He's still falling over.
Oh, you know what? I think when I unlocked the map.
Oh, so he keeps falling downwards regardless.
Yeah, I think because the map. Oh, because the map isn't. All right, stand by. This is gonna get a little wonky, and we're definitely running
Technical
long.
difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Please step
Yeah,
back.
we're definitely running into some time constraints.
Omar Krieg is going to fix these technical difficulties.
All right, hold on to your hats.
Hold on to your asses, guys.
Okay.
Wiggles, better watch out.
All right, I got to reposition my guys a little bit. Go ahead and adjust your people a little bit.
All right, so he's here. Grenade. I want my grenadier a little closer to me. Rifleman right here. Or SMGer right there, I guess. machine gunner closer to the rock, so he's got a little more cover.
Yep.
And he was like,
Before we go much further, I just want to make sure everybody in the group is okay with going a little bit longer than we normally would tonight. Everybody cool with that? Anybody got any issues with
Fine.
that?
well,
Yeah,
I'm,
rock
I'm,
and roll.
I'm used to like a 4-hour session, so
Okay.
you know.
Wiggles, I think you were trying to answer and I didn't quite catch it.
I'm fine.
Okay. All right, cool. I don't anticipate this going much longer because it's going to be real simple. If you're hit, you're out, and one team is basically going to wipe out the other team. I don't know which one, but
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
stop it. Stop it. That negativity is going to affect your dice rolls.
It's not negativity. It's realism. It happens every time. I'm telling
It's
you.
okay. It's okay. All right. You've got some suppressive fire going. You've got some people moving. Is anybody else shooting?
Nobody's shooting. Do they have grenades too?
Yes.
Do they have smokes?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, well,
I have
I'll
smokes.
put it
No,
this
I
way.
have- I'm not
I'll
gonna
put it
say
this way. If you want to say you're throwing smoke, that's fine, but I don't have any rules in mind, and I'm not going to add the complexity that that's going to bring to this this minor engagement.
I can help you. Just
Well,
throw them
no. My concern at this point is we start adding in like where the smoke is and stuff like that, and trying to account for who's got the penalties because of the smoke and whatever else. That's going to slow down this final event.
Yeah.
So just for simplicity of keeping the event moving and within the time constraints, I'm going to disallow smoke.
Okay.
You've got You've got flashbang grenades to simulate actual grenades. But other than that, it's basically
I'm
gunfire.
still a little too far away to make grenades really kind of effective. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna,
Well, you technically you do have a grenade launcher, type
How far
dude.
can he fly?
This guy right here, Spearman. In fact, he's got that shotgun looking thing. It's actually a grenade
no,
launcher.
what's the range for him specifically for lobbing grenades?
If he's on the map, he can be shot at. Oh no, he's not lobbing grenades. He's shooting grenades. He-
Well, how can he shoot it? How far can he shoot it? Can he shoot at those guys over there?
Yeah, yeah. So
Fuck it, flashbang
so
those
yeah.
assholes.
So what he
Boom.
could do is he could shoot a grenade. Let's say for the sake of argument, right there, right. And obviously that's not a good example. So let me use this one here. So he shoots his grenade launcher that way. He rolls to hit. If it hits, that eliminates Boatwright right off the bat.
I want to eliminate those two guys first.
Okay.
So I can hit them both at the same time. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at him, kind of like call over to him, and point in the direction I want him to fire at.
Mhm.
Over those rocks over there.
Mhm.
Right over those rocks.
Okay. So
Flashbang 'em.
you want to hit something like this spot right here would actually affect both of them.
Fuck yes. Let's go.
Okay. Make your attack roll. Spearman does not have any bonus. Let's see. Heavy weapon 0.
10.
That's. Yep. Nope. That's a hit. These two are out. You just grenaded them out. You hear the LT come up on the radio, and she sees where the flashbang grenade lands. She makes a call on the radio and she says, "Benefield and Blaine, you're out," and they slink away. You got anybody else shooting?
Aside from the suppressing fire, McAvoy, he's got a shotgun. He's probably not going to hit jack shit from. Okay, technically shotguns are good at long range, but
Well, I mean, it depends on what your load is, but again, we don't have any
Yeah.
range bands on here, so.
exactly. So he's not going to fire anything. Rifle, SMG, that's an SMG.
Mhm.
But regardless, he's not going to fire anything. I've already moved up. I'm done.
Okay. All right. It's on to me now. Now, this guy, Franklin Boatwright, is a gun combat heavy weapon 1, dexterity no modifier. He does have a -1, so I need a flat 8. He is going to drop a grenade. Let's see if I can find a good spot here. What's going to give me the biggest
It
bang?
could probably like
Ooh.
right there. That would
Yeah.
hit all three of us, and then he could get us all. up.
No, it'll get these two. It'll get McAvoy and Spearman, but it won't get Aiello.
Oh, okay.
There's no way. I don't think there's a way for me to get all three of you. You guys actually did manage to get some decent tactical spacing. So, 2d6 needs an 8, no modifiers. Oh, that did not work. All right, let me get this guy out of here. You guys got lucky there. I missed. That grenade went. I'm not going to deal with actual trying to figure out like scattering rules or anything, but it hits somewhere over
okay.
here. It hits over here somewhere. It doesn't do anything. And then last we have Trooper Megan Boatwright, combat rifle +2, no other modifiers, so a total +2. She is shooting at Snowden to get rid of that suppressive fire. I'm sorry, -1. Yeah, total of +1. I forgot about that -1 suppressive fire. Did I do that on here too? No, I
You didn't do
didn't.
that, but
It didn't
just
miss. Yeah, it wouldn't
matter.
have made any difference. All right, so grand total of plus. Let me double check. Rifles 2. No dex mod. 6, 7. Oh no, wait.
Can we get a nat 12?
Hold on. Stand by. Dex 9 is 6, 7, 8. That's +1, so it's +3. But -1 for this, for being suppressed, so that's a total of +2. That is an 8 natural. Snowden is out. Your suppressive fire is gone. Suppressive fire is gone, but you still have your grenadier. And that is it for
very
my.
nice.
That's it for my 2 people. It is your turn.
All right. Okay. Okay. So we lost our suppressing fire.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna order.
Oh,
everybody
let me
to go
get this out of
prone now.
Oh, I forgot to take into account people laying down and all that. God damn it. Whatever. It's not important. Well, it doesn't change a whole lot, I should say.
Well, he's except for the grenadier. He wants the grenadier to stay kind of crouched,
Kneeling.
kneeling. Yes.
All right.
McAvoy and Buford. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kind of spread out. This guy's gonna move 1, 2, 3. Again, spread out. He's gonna fire another grenade.
I think your hex
And-
counting is a little bit off, but I'm not gonna worry
yeah,
about.
yeah,
I'm not gonna worry about it simply because there's a lot of hexes to cover. You're
Sorry about
fine.
that.
No, it's fine. It's something I didn't really take too much into account when I wrote up these stupid rules.
Carl's going to take out the other grenadier.
All right.
He views that on orders of McAvoy, because that's obviously a high priority target. He's gonna launch another flashbang at him, or grenade, quote unquote.
Okay.
So let me roll. What's boink?
All right. Hold on.
That's a 4. That misses
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. There's no recovering that. Okay.
Buford is gonna try to shoot at the grenadier as well if he can.
Okay.
So what's
He's got. All right. So he's got combat rifle 1. His dex is 10, so that's +2. A total of +3.
But that'd be a +2 because Franklin's crap is prone.
Yes, you are correct.
Here we go. +2. Here we go. It's an 8.
That's a hit. Boat right has been eliminated. It is all on the other boat right. I haven't. By the way, side note: I have not determined if Megan and Franklin are married, or if they're brother and sister, or some other relation, or none at all. Just I haven't figured that out yet. Go ahead. You have one more left to shoot if you want. I believe.
I mean, I guess I could try to pot shot with my shotgun with McCoy.
I mean, you've got theoretically, you got slugs. You can make the range. There's no range
I'll
ban,
try
so it
it.
doesn't
Fuck
matter.
it. You know, why not?
Let me see what we're looking at here. You've got +3, +4. You're prone. It should give you probably like a +5 or some shit. Actually, it's like
So I have a 9
+6.
plus 5.
Yeah. All right. No, look at that. McAvoy actually fucking won.
He did it this time!
And everybody is somewhere between surprise and elated and happy that you actually succeeded. And securing.
He's got his arms around his last 2 companions. Like, good job, boys, you did it.
Yeah. All right. I want to reiterate for the viewers and for my crew here that I totally made this shit up. This
It's
scenario.
not real combat.
Yeah, this is not how the Traveler combat rules are. I do like how quick and fluid it was, but it can easily go south probably just as fast as any other combat system. I totally slapped this shit together. There's some very obvious flaws with it. But I just wanted to do something a little bit different for the quote-unquote
makes
final
sense.
event of the training exercise.
Well, it makes sense if you think about it, because a training exercise is always going to have flaws compared to an actual real-life combat scenario.
Yeah, and that's true too. And I was just thinking that I definitely wanted to incorporate a little bit of that, like, you know, when I was in the military, when we played, I always called it jokingly laser tag, but you know, the Miles system, which is essentially laser tag, but army scale. What would happen is if you registered being hit, you were out of the fight until your casualty card was pulled and your whatever the injury was on your casualty card was addressed. and sometimes you were just dead up, like straight killed in action. And like I got shot in the ass cheek. I think I got shot in the shoulder one time. In fact, I've only had a couple in all of my career. I think I've only got killed or injured or whatever a couple of times.
Would a
So-
shot in the ass cheek like really fuck you over too hard though? I mean, it's just your ass-
Yes. And let me explain to how I know that. Not because I have been shot, but there's this thing called the sciatic nerve, which is in your lower back and runs down your legs, and can cause problems to the point your butt cheeks are actual muscles. And I know this sounds really
Oh, I know
stupid to
that,
hear it.
Yeah, I know that much.
If those muscles aren't able to activate correctly, it really fucks with your ability to stand or not stand.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah, it's
so when you get shot
frustrating.
in the fucking ass, that's actually
That
serious.
could
Okay.
that could cause problems, and not to mention, anytime you break the skin, there's always the chance of infection.
I like to think,
So-
by the way, that this training exercise, as much as it wasn't real combat, compared to everything else that my team has done thus far and my character in general, I'd like to consider this, since this was closer to what actual, not real combat, but closer to actual combat. That's why my character actually managed to do remotely good, because that's what he's really only used to doing.
Yeah,
He never really trained. He didn't do exercises or funny little drills with his fucking boys. He drop potted into shit and killed shit. That's all he did.
yeah,
Like-
and you managed to execute that well in this. I mean, you had a couple of advantages. You had the first whole round of firing and moving that my team didn't
I got
do.
lucky with dice
but-
rolls for once.
Well, I mean, there's always that to consider too. But
RN Jesus blessed me today.
yeah,
'Cause of
he
my-
gives and
my
he takes.
bitching and whining.
He probably got tired of hearing it and just decided to let it go.
Like,
Um,
okay, I'm getting tired of this guy.
Yeah. So, basically, as you guys are all packing up and getting ready to head back to the ship, it's probably about Monday, like 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. And you guys are starting to head back. Not Benefield. Hurst and Franco they're stunned. They're quickly congratulating you. They definitely point out things that you did well, and they point out a few things that could have been done differently or better. Using your suppressive fire to force the opposing team to keep their heads down, they really appreciate that. Using the grenade to eliminate the enemy team's leadership and coordination was really good. They think maybe some of your movement might have been a little sketchy, maybe not necessarily the best play, but it worked. At the end of the day, that's what matters. It worked. But you did also lose one of your teammates. Whether or not that was something preventable is arguable, but at the end of the day, you secured the objective. You lost only one, whereas you killed the
I have
entire
a
team.
response.
Go for it.
He's gonna have a response. Be like, he's gonna shrug and be like, "Well, that's combat and war for you."
And
Can't keep
there's
'em all.
and there's definitely some nods of agreement. But Hurst definitely points out that she would be remiss if she did not point that out, that losing one can be the difference. So just keep that in
Well,
mind. You can't just.
If you
I think the
explode
argument.
shit, well,
I think the argument that she's trying to make is that you can't just arbitrarily or wantonly sacrifice your troops in order to make something happen. However,
oh no, of course
the
not.
reality is that troops will be lost no matter what you do or don't do, as the case may be. So, after that, you get back to the ship. Let me check in with these other guys, see what we've come up with, and then we'll wrap it up for the night.
Sick profit.
Mr. Wyatt, Mr. Hellwig, how are we looking on this cargo and stuff? Are we getting it all loaded up? Are we good to go? What's going on?
Yeah, we got 10 tons of manufactured goods and 1 tons of cybernetics.
Outstanding.
Yep. And we're packaging them away. I'm directing the crews to package them away
Awesome.
in such a way that the cybernetics are kind of hidden in the back corner where they're not obvious.
Right. And because I'm a bit of a smartass, and I know Hellwig hasn't had a whole lot of screen time, Chief Billingsley wants to briefly discuss with you the concepts of center of gravity. This is a term you should know.
Yes, Chief. What, I'm stowing stuff away, like you direct, like training courses direct.
Like training courses direct. This is what the book says I'm supposed to do. Why are you yelling at me?
yes.
Awesome. Billingsley takes a moment, overlooks your work, points at a, I don't know. I'm thinking like in my head. Obviously, in Zero G, some of these concerns are a little bit different, but Billingsley points at a ratchet strap that's not quite as tight as it could be, and otherwise gives a what appears to be a mostly approving nod, and wanders off and lets you get back to it.
Yeah, I'll swear briefly and then scream for the two or three people helping me, and just go over and take one of them and wrap the undo half the cargo straps. Do it again! Do it again! You have failed me! Do it again!
Jesus Christ. Calm
Um,
down.
yeah. 14 cubic meters of cybernetics. I'm not trying to figure out so many
Yeah.
cyber arms. Listen, one thing I'm going to tell you right now. Yes, you're right. 14 cubic meters is equivalent to 1 ton of whatever. I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out how that equates to space on a ship. Cubic volumes of space or whatever. Suffice it to say, you said, 10 tons of manufactured and 1 ton of...
Manufactured goods
Yep. Okay.
and 1 ton of cybernetics.
All right. And you updated all the
We
spreadsheets and
only
all
have
that?
49. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I do. I have no idea how to determine life support costs. I looked through the fucking airspace
Oh.
book and I can't find it.
Are you talking about as far as like replenishing and all that?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I also drove myself half mad Saturday and Sunday this past weekend trying to find that information in all of the Traveler books that I have, and ended up going to Facebook in the book of...
I know how to do it for base traveler because it's based upon per person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's the problem. So I know how much is used and how much space you need to dedicate to life support, which in our case is 0.02 tons per person per day. But what the book did not give me was how do I purchase that life support tonnage to put onto my ship and replace what's been exhausted. The answer I ended up getting from the people that wrote the game in the Facebook user group, or whatever the fuck it's called, was that your berthing costs account for replenishing, replacing, and flushing out your life support. So when you paid that, I think it was $8,000. I'd have to look at my notes because I don't remember the exact number.
Yes.
But so that $8,000 for the week, that covers your life support tune-up, we'll say.
Oh, all right. And I need the total cost of the ship to determine maintenance.
Shit. I gotta look at my notes. Give me a moment. I know I have that written down, but I just don't remember where exactly. Oh, that's gonna be back
Yeah,
in here.
it's not on the it's not on the Google sheet you gave me all the ship specs.
Okay, that is an oversight on my part. Give me just a second. Let me see where my notes say it is.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, it is. You wanted the monthly maintenance cost, or you want the yearly?
I need the total ship cost. If you know the monthly maintenance cost, I'll take that.
Okay, monthly maintenance is 104,542.
104,542.
Correct.
Hot diggity damn.
Yep. But you still have time. Monthly maintenance costs are not due until the 1st of the month. It's the 11th. Actually, it's about to be the 12th. It is the 12th. I'm sorry. It is Monday the 12th, on the day that you guys leave. There was one other topic that we never got to.
Oh.
And that was the Natalia Giordano. We can address that next session. We'll stay on Mars and at least until next session, anyway. All right. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else we need to cover?
There's
Nope.
one question.
Go for it.
So after that cool epic training exercise that we all did, are we hopping back in the fucking van and heading back home?
Yeah, basically. So Lieutenant Hurst will spend probably about 20 or 30 minutes with everybody in a semi-relaxed state. I mean, you're still in full gear and everything because you're out in the open Martian atmosphere.
Yeah.
But you guys will do what we in the military called an after-action review for the entire exercise, which will, in her, for her scope, she's looking at all the way from the moment you left the ship, all the way out to the field, doing the range, doing the forced march, doing this final training exercise. Obviously, you haven't made it back to the ship, so you're not going to include that part. But I'll just tell you now, going back to the ship would be the same as when you came out. but she'll spend a little bit talking about, what did you guys set out to do? How did it go? What could have been done better? What could have been what were some of the good things that could be sustained?
For the future session,
Mhm.
Omar,
Yeah.
and you can do this next session or now if you want. But indifferently, he's gonna light a cigar and put it in his fucking mouth.
I want to remind you, you are currently full suited because you are standing outside in the Martian atmosphere.
Damn it, that's right. I can't fucking be an asshole. Shit.
And I can also tell you that the moment you try to light that thing up inside the ATV, she's gonna kick your ass out.
Damn it.
I mean, you're in an ATV enclosed vehicle with no external air for the next 8 hours as you roll back to Olympia Station. She's not gonna let
One
you
of
do
these
that.
days, I'm gonna indifferently light a cigar in front of somebody, and they're gonna hate me for it. And it's gonna be available to do one of these days.
Yeah.
But I guess now isn't the time. I can't.
No.
I can't. I literally
No.
can't.
You literally cannot. Anything else?
In that case, I got nothing.
Okay. All right. Let's do some outros and let's get out of here. Unless I'm missing something, final chance before we go into outros. Anybody? Going once?
Who are we
Twice?
starting with next session?
Go ahead, Wiggles.
A bowl is most useful when it's empty.
Wow, Wiggles, that was fucking fantastic.
That was. I'm not even sure if that's true. I'll figure that out later. All right, Charles. Closing thoughts for tonight and your outro, please.
I got nothing, and I have nothing else right now. I'm just brain dead because it's been a long day.
Indeed. I do want to point out one quick thing for you, Charles. I realize you've not had a lot of screen time compared to the others, so I will be working to remedy that as we move forward.
It's okay. Again, I'm kind of the agent and the
Yeah.
law enforcement guy, so I expect that to be coming up soon.
Yeah.
You know, listen. He's the he's the uncool guy, but he's really cool at the same time. You see?
He's the closet cool guy.
Exactly.
He'll come in clutch one night when nobody expects it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Wiggles. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Charles.
I'm gonna say, like that one teacher you always see coming into school wearing a bow tie and glasses, and all of a sudden you see him riding off in a Harley or a Corvette. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
out of a
What the hell? Yep.
I'm
All right.
the guy that dresses up cool and drives off in the fucking trashy, like garbage, dented up fucking
Yeah.
fucking sedan.
All right, Mr. Wiggles, Agent Wiggles, what do you got for us? Closing thoughts, outros. What do you got?
A bowl is most useful when it's empty.
Fair enough. All right, Zamberson, what do you got?
Do not drink gasoline, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it won't. It's not good for you.
Jesus Christ. These
Th-
guys,
That is my. That is my. My.
these guys and their infinite wisdom. Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you, my friends, for stopping by and hanging out, even if it was just a short time or a long time, or if all you did was lurk in the background. All of that is totally fine. I really appreciate it. This video can be found on YouTube tomorrow morning if you're watching this from YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. This has been Second Star, a Traveler 2300 AD role-playing experience, and this was episode 2, Field Time. I really had a good time tonight. I think we went a little bit long, but I think that's okay. I definitely had more prepped than what was needed for a full session, but that's okay, because the more I have prepped that doesn't get used is the less prep I have to do for the next round, or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Have a wonderful time. We'll be back again next week. Can't wait. Peace.